Hi, we've started. Yes. Hello, everybody. This is Liz Cross, and we're here with David Oates for another weekly check-in. David, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing very well. Yes. Just finished. Just just finished a book yesterday, actually. So my first attempt at a novel. It's a sci-fi novel. So that's going out to get proofread now. It should be available in a week or two. Yeah.
Wow.
So in a
You
week or
have
two, look at. Huh?
to tell us about it because I know you were working on it. I am surprised you're finished this quickly. Tell us a little bit about it.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a book that follows a race of super technological advanced beings called the Angelians, and they patrol the universe, and uh, and they tell the universe about a being called the Guardian. There's actually an acronym for God, Guardian, and oh gee, where can I go? It follows these beings around the universe as they visit planets, conduct first contact missions, and there's a demon, not a demon. Well, he is a demon actually. The evil character called Cipher, and he wants to take over the universe, and so there's a war, and it's a little bit more involved than that. It's actually the whole story about the fall of Lucifer from heaven. Eventually the whole book finishes off with them creating Eden. So it's an interesting book. You have to bit difficult to explain, really. It's sort of like a interesting, complicated plot, but anyway. Yeah.
Wow. I'm really
Yes.
impressed how quickly you wrote that book. I mean, that's amazing.
Well, the books was all in my head. I just had to put it down on paper, really. So that was basically it. It's the first book of a trilogy. The next book's going to be a little bit harder because that's being written totally from scratch. So, but this book I've had in my head for a while. The first book. Anyway, so there you go. Then my 14th book I've written in my career.
Good grief. I can't keep up with you, David. I really can't. I don't know how anybody can. I mean, you pump out so much content. It's unreal.
Oh, thank you.
You do it
Sometimes I
all week
think
long. I mean, on the
uh,
Facebook, I know you're pumping out content there, and it's just incredible how much
thank
you
you.
give to everyone, all of the listeners. So thank you.
You're most welcome. Most welcome. All right, look, today's show, I thought we looked at Apollo 11 last week, or last show. I thought we might look at Apollo 12, which is something completely different altogether, okay? So this is the second mission to the moon. Let me start off by playing some interesting reversals. So here we go.
Stand by, Intrepid. We'll be right with you.
Okay, here we go. Now this reversal says, "You fraud, you want to see a lot." Interesting reversal. You fraud. What do you mean by fraud? And you want to see a lot. What does he want to see? And what is he being fraudulent about? So, let's keep on going. Just simply says, "You're black." So what do you get from black? Well, I know what's coming up. Black operations. Okay. What's the fraud? I already know what's coming up. The fraud is that Apollo 12 was just another routine moon mission, but it wasn't. It was they were there to do something else. And what were they there to do? Well, we'll see. Well, we'll keep on going. So here's the next one.
Yeah. Emphasis circuit 36 to 4.0. It is 4.1. Good. 4.2.
Now this says, "You tell bullshit." Okay, so what's going on in Apollo 12? Okay. So now well, the mystery starts to deepen. Here we go. Okay. This reversal says, you see Roswell, my Germany. So what on earth could that mean? Well, Roswell, of course, is famous for the 1947 alleged UFO crash. Whether it's alleged or real or not. You know what? Actually, you know what? That's something I should look into, actually.
I was just about to ask you, by the way, just to let you know, I'm not hearing those reversal or those audio recordings very loud.
Aren't you?
No, but that's okay. I just wanted to let you know, I don't know if you just need to turn the volume up, but what do you think about Roswell? Have you done any reversals on Roswell?
Look, I not on the actual crash itself. I will. There's a couple I've got on Roswell. Let me just pull them up real quick. I don't know why you're not hearing the audio too well. That's a bit disappointing. Look, clearly something happened at Roswell. I've got reversals from the Air Force doing a press conference about it, trying to debunk the whole thing, and there's obviously something a lot more going on. If I can pull those two up. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is a broadcast that was done back in 99, 98, 99, when the Air Force debunked the whole theory that something had happened at Roswell. And they claimed that the alien bodies they saw were really test dummies. Okay, so they showed a video. So let me just play this.
Let me read my prepared statement, and then we'll roll a short video that Captain McAndrew will talk about.
Can you hear that one okay?
Yeah, that's very loud and clear.
Okay. Reversal says, we faked it.
We faked it.
We faked it. We faked it.
So what did they fake? They faked the video that they made up to debunk the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Because I wondered if.
Yeah. And then we hear this.
I'm sorry, I just don't have any information for that. All I know is what the Air Force did, and that if you overlay much of their claims and you look at the Air Force scientific research, you can see it's obvious that what we're talking about at Roswell.
Here it says we share a secret with NASA.
Share a secret with NASA.
Share a secret with NASA. Share a secret with NASA.
Okay, so what's the secret they're sharing with NASA? I think it's something about Roswell. I'm going to go back and research Roswell. Actually, that's going to be my next assignment. Actually,
you can do a book on that.
Yeah, I've been meaning to do Roswell. I'm sure some of the early news broadcasts and Air Force statements will be available on YouTube somewhere. So there's something else going on the moon in Apollo 12. Let me play another reversal. Okay, see, I'll turn the audio up a little bit and to see if you can hear it any better.
I have several small rocks sitting out in front of me that have deep.
Could you hear that? I have several small. Yeah. Backwards. We're now spying in it. Okay, so they're spying. What are they doing? There's something going on underneath the mission that we haven't been told about. Okay. Okay, so listen to this one.
I got the paper out. The paper. And setting up the with time.
This says ETs must have found it. Can you hear that one okay?
ETs must have found it.
In other words, they found something on the moon. Okay?
Oh.
Something that's alien related. Then we hear this one. And this one says, "We see your filthy base." So what base on earth are they talking about? Okay.
No
What
idea.
is, I know. See, this is a real mystery, you see. And not only that, the CIA is involved in Apollo 12. And this is your brief CIA. So, what's the CIA doing interested in a moon mission where we've got reversals that ETs are on it and an alien and a filthy base? Okay. Then we hear this one. Oh, hang on. Oh, wrong one. And this is "The human's dead. Just see my guilt." And then we have this one. "They feel a bloody war." Okay, so what on earth is going on up in the moon? Humans dead, a war, a base, ETs, the CIA, spying, a black operation. I mean, this one's really getting out there.
It is. Oh my God. I'm shocked. I'm like, what? But I'm wondering what this is going to lead to.
I wonder myself. Yes, I wonder myself. Then here we got another one about ETs. The ETs known fuck.
What?
Well, it's like the ETs unknown. Oh my God, is the sense
Oh.
I get. Oh, then we have this one. They annoyed the dark forces. Okay, as you can see, completely different reversals from Apollo 11. Okay.
Mm.
Apollo 11 said we went there. Okay, reversals verify that. Apollo 12 gets into what we found there. Okay, and there's been rumors going around the UFO circles for decades that they found an alien base on the moon and they were warned not to go back there. I don't know whether that's true or not. I'm just citing the rumors that have been floating around. And then I hear all these reversals and I think, oh my God, what on earth is going on up in the moon?
Mm.
And then we hear this. Germans from Earth know it. This is a second reference to Germans. Okay, now I don't know how many people are aware, but the original head of NASA, when they had the moon landing, was a German scientist who was brought in through Operation Paperclip. Okay, and there's all sorts of rumors about Germans and ETs and UFOs and an alleged base on the moon. All I can tell you, these reversals are really, really out there, and I want to do more. Huh?
Yeah, they are. I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, what did anybody ever report anything back from that mission? Like that would be, concurrent with your
Oh, look, yes, look, there's so many stories about the astronauts being watched by UFOs as they went to the moon. Most of the, oh, excuse me. Sorry, I just had a cough. Most of the Apollo astronauts all report, oh, oh, I got a frog in my throat. All report being followed to the moon by UFOs.
You're out.
Oh. Ah, no, there's been consistent rumors over the years about Apollo astronauts having been followed to the moon by UFOs. There's a story that's been going around for many years about Buzz Aldrin claims that they actually saw 8 UFOs lined up on a crater edge watching them. And that story's been going around for a long time too. Based on these reversals, I would suggest that some of those rumors are a little bit more than rumors. Okay. I've been doing research into UFOs now for, well, this is about 6 months all this year. Clearly there's some activity going on up in space. There's no doubt about that in my mind. Clearly we know far more than we're telling. But is it benign or is it malevolent? Like here we got this reversal here.
That good one. Not that way.
I know they kill, they're dead. Very clear reversals. Dead humans, a war, dark forces, filthy base, ETs, CIA, spying. I mean, gee whiz. I mean, where do you go from here? Then we've got this one here. I give him your ship. And then we've got one like this.
Off when you don't get any reflections into it, and we'll be thinking about it here on the ground.
I'm gonna get evil one.
I'm gonna get evil one. I'm gonna get evil one.
Okay, so this is all painting a rather bizarre scenario of some war being fought in space, good guys and bad guys, and secret CIA missions and covert operations on the moon. I mean, this is the sort of stuff sci-fi movies are made of. But this is the type of reversals I'm getting from Apollo 12.
That is very intense. Well, I don't even know what to say because I'm just shocked that you got that on those reversals. I mean, I thought it was going to be something along the lines of what Apollo 11 had. I really did.
I know. Well, I did too until I found this. I've got to go and do more Apollo missions, obviously. And, look, I've been researching UFOs for 6 months, like I said. There's something going on, and it's not just ETs and sightings. There's something more than that. Some war going on in space. I don't know. There's all sorts of rumors about there being secret space force, and bases on Mars and other moons. How true that is, I don't know, but I'm researching it and I'm looking into it, and I will bring you my finding as the year continues. And while we're talking about this topic, let me play you some reversals I found just this week on Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, and he was talking about he was talking to a girl who was asking him questions about the moon landing. Okay, and once again we get some interesting reversals. Okay, so here we go.
a very fortunate person with many things going right in my life, gave Neil Armstrong, Mike Collins, and Buzz Aldrin the opportunity to make an attempt.
Okay, so he's talking about going to the moon, and he says backwards, Mars Valley Big.
Mars Valley Big. Mars Valley Big. Mars Valley Big.
So what's he talking about Mars when he's on the moon? And then we hear this reversal here, talking about the moon.
And no air to keep you warm, and no air to breathe. Not much water. You have water and soil, kind of hard to grow things.
He's talking about living on the moon. There's no air to breathe. You can't grow things. Backwards, he says, feel the gray on it.
You was very ordinary. You was very ordinary. You was very ordinary.
Because gray, I'm assuming he's talking about the alien grays, which are allegedly one of the many species of aliens that are visiting the planet. It's a big mystery. It's a big mystery. I'm going to be spending the next couple of years researching UFOs and ETs before I'm even close to releasing my findings. And here we have this one here from Buzz Aldrin.
You see something and you like, what makes it work that way? And we want to know what it would be like to live somewhere. Well, we have to send robots, machines.
Warn us now, human.
And there's no human. There's no human. There's no human.
What is he being warned about?
Yeah.
I know. I'm leaving you all with a mystery. This show. I'm not giving you any answers because I don't have the answers. I only have questions at this stage about what's really going on that we know nothing about. And Reverse Speech is going to uncover all of this over the next couple of years.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what to say. I just have, like you said, I have a lot of questions. I mean, what I do know is a lot of the remote viewers or people, well, let's just stick with the remote viewing crowd, that remote view aliens, they sort of trust with ETs. And over time, they end up, it's hard to explain, but so that say they're viewing the Vatican, right? Say their target is the Vatican, but because they've worked on alien targets so frequently that when they view the Vatican, alien information creeps in. And it turns out everything that they view, whether it's the Vatican, whether it's the Great Wall of China, whatever it is, ends up being born out of some sort of alien concept. Wow. Now, yes, but what I have noticed is that people who frequently communicate or allow aliens to have that space within their session, the aliens are doing is they're infiltrating the signal lines so that any future sessions actually are polluted by the aliens, and it gives you misinformation that, you know, all of these things were created by aliens. And that's how I know how powerful aliens are. And they're so powerful because they're energetic beings, and they skew the signal line. So my question is this. Yes, all of this reversal that you got indicates that something very suspect was going on. But I wonder, part of me wonders if the aliens had infiltrated their energy or basically penetrated the subconscious with their energy and maybe they didn't see anything, but energetically they were picking up on these aliens. I mean, what do you think about that?
I have no way of answering that question.
Yeah,
without,
no, I don't either.
That's a question I wouldn't even begin to tackle because no, all I can say is I need to look into this whole area a whole lot more because it needs a whole lot of research, and currently I only have questions. Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever reversed things about aliens that were actually good?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
Yes,
you
I have. I have found good ones and I have found bad ones. There you go.
So there's different. You believe that maybe that's because you come across different species of aliens, or that other people,
So
and that potentially some of them are good.
I would say so. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. But once again, it's still too soon to tell. Okay. So ask me again in a year.
Right. Well, I look forward to your work on Roswell. I really do. I've probed Roswell before, and I did get that something happened, but it wasn't quite like how we were shown, right?
Yeah.
So something definitely happened there. But the ins and outs of it, that we weren't told the truth.
Yeah.
So I would love, I can't wait to see what you come up with for that.
Yeah. Well, I will be doing it.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much. And do you have another course starting soon?
I actually got a class starting next week. Yes, Monday night next week, American times. So I don't know when this show goes out, but yes, I got one starting immediately. Yes.
It'll go out tomorrow. Okay, great. And if somebody wants to contact you to sign up for your course, where do they go?
Email me at backwards@reversespeech.com. Okay.
Great. That's wonderful. Well, listen, thank you very much. We appreciate your work as always.
You're welcome. Okay.
And I can't wait till next week, of course.
All right. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Thank you so much.